actually board chair, founder, and president of the Foundation for Religious Diplomacy. Very interesting title. He has lectured widely and written numerous articles on healthy method for in gaining differences in religions and ideologies, and he's simultaneously the board of editors for the International Journal of Decision Ethics. He has been married to his wife and has and has 5 children. Yeah, more active than Muslims in that part. So the saint is study of religious rivalry in our America. Okay, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
To begin, I believe the fact that we are meeting together for this conversation is a louder message than anything we actually say today. To our hosts at the University of Tehran and elsewhere in Tehran, I say thank you. There have been decades of tensions between our people, and I admire you for the courage, hope, and integrity you have shown by convening us around the topic of the theology of friendship. As a Christian American and a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I am committed to building the trust and goodwill that will allow a new generation of friendship between our countries to sprout and, inshallah, to even grow strong in years to come. This will happen only if we all have confidence in our friendship. Be real by respectfully engaging in honest conversations over our unresolvable religious and political disagreements. Yes, I said unresolvable. It is a fact of social science that successful long-term marriages never resolve 2/3 of the couple's conflicts. Yet, because of mutual respect and admiration, the successful married couple allows friendship to grow and endure in the face of those unresolvable issues. So it must be between our nations and our religious communities. Like successful married partners, we must expect to live together on this planet in the peaceful tension of respectful co-resistance and collaboration. Despite our usage, I believe coexistence should be dropped from our vocabulary today. No such isolation that it implies is even possible in our interconnected world. But is friendship between religious or ideological rivals even really conceivable? After years of observing change in attitudes when opponents extend and keep trust with each other, my answer is yes. Indeed, I believe the God who was Abraham's friend whispers to our hearts today that we should try to convert each other to desire friendship first, and that we might become open to new possibilities, to live with our disagreements without threatening each other's security. I have theological support for this in both Christian and Muslim scripture and in Jewish scripture. Jesus said in Matthew 5 that you gain no divine reward for loving only your family and friends. That reward comes only from loving your enemies. This sounds like a silly thing to most humans, because there is a chance in extending initial trust to our opponents, religious and political, that they might respond in kind. We should therefore take Jesus' injunction seriously. The most interesting and exciting work humans can do is converting contemptuous enemies into trustworthy rivals that then might be able to build friendship in the clear scripture on this topic of friendly rivalry is found in the Quran in Surah 5, verse 48, wherein Allah affirms that the world was designed to have different tribes with their own religions in order to create a contest of righteousness between them. Now, that is a brilliant strategy for actually growing strong friendships between rivals in a contest over which tribe will surpass the other in doing goodness. Allah discloses here his desire for a patient but energetic behavioral contest engaged in good faith until the final hour, when God will make all things clear. It is well known that the friend of God, Abraham, became also the friend of outsiders. A favorite text of the American founders was in the 12th century, by Christian calendar, story told by the pious Persian poet Sa'di, called the story of Abraham and the fire worshiper. I will briefly recount it. It recounts that Abraham was a friend to all strangers that came by his tent. He invited them in to eat with the only condition that they pray in thanks to God for the food. One day a very old man came by, and Abraham invited him in to eat and pray. But the old man said that he would not pray to Abraham's God because he was a faithful fire worshiper. Abraham, in anger, threw him out of the tent and into the night. Soon after, a divine voice came to Abraham's mind, saying, "Shame on you. I have suffered patiently with this fire worshiper for almost 100 years, but you could not sit and eat with him 1 hour?" Abraham immediately repented and ran out into the night to bring the old fire worshiper back to his tent and feed him well. Abraham is our model still today for hospitality to those who find our beliefs unbelievable and our ways unacceptable. You, our Iranian host today, have opened your tent to hear 3 American outsiders and others, and we look forward to our conversation about divine and human friendship. Let us seek the whole truth together by hearing our different interpretations, even if they call our cherished beliefs into question. I am confident God will bless us all as we listen and speak our different convictions in the gracious spirit of mutual persuasive dawah. As I finish this statement, I acknowledge my debt to Professor Jafar Malhati and his scholarship in his groundbreaking book that I recommend to you all, Friendship in Islamic Ethics and World Politics. If there is time later in our conversation, we can go into this text that discusses wali or friendship in one of its meanings, namely the shockingly intimate interpersonal friendship that appears between a human and God in the story of Abraham. I also acknowledge Al-Farabi's foundation of the idea of imagination that can start with interpersonal friendships that we know and extend them into cross-cultural friendships that might be possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear Dr. Charles